in Exmouth. We are doing a concrete pad. The idea is there's going to be a summer house on this side, and this is going to rotate 90 degrees going the other end. So the client has laid out approximately where the pad is going. It's going to be 8 and a bit meters long and about 2.5 meters wide. So the idea will be that we'll leave a good 2-foot gap between the posts and the pad here, and then maybe 3 foot on this side. We did this fence not too long ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Took out a big shed, took out a big hedge. Still looking good all the way through, keeps the dog in, no problem. We've got Jake taking apart the fence just so we can get this panel out. We've got the truck on the other side there so we can load some of the soil and things into it and take it away. This is where we joined the fence, so it's really useful to have this here to be able to get the material out. And the digger is just arriving. Got a micro so we can get it in through the gate. We can also take it in through the fence here a little bit later, but we weren't sure how easy it was going to be to get the fence apart. Time is 12 minutes past 8. Making his way in now. Just getting prepared for the dig out. I think we may use digger to help move the shed. Okay, so we are just going grabbing a couple of supplies. We're going to bolt some 2x4s in through the side of the shed here, and that will give us handles on all 4 corners. Will allow us to move it. So you'll see that in a minute. Solid, mate. Whoa. Maybe 1 bolt on each. It'll be fine. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold you a bit, bro. We're going. So, this is digger destruction, or not as the case may be. This is, yeah, I think we're going to be destroying the digger if we're not careful rather than the base. Well, they really have gone to town on the bolts here. This is extremely strong. No wonder the digger couldn't smash it up. Well, about 100 mil bolts out of this.
Scrapman's gonna love us.
Yep.
Wow.
It's not even all of them.
Oh, I know.
Breaking up the concrete so we can get it in the van without destroying the van. Okay, so concrete base is out. That's been taken back to the yard to go in the skip. Got a few smaller pieces here, as well as the pea gravel, which we're going to take back and just put in the yard, fill in some of the holes in the dips. So Liam's currently moving everything from here over to there. He can then track up it, sit on the pavement there, scoop it up and load it into the back of the truck. Saves a lot of manual handling. So we've marked out roughly where the pad's going to end up going, the end of the pad here. So we're going to be in here, somewhere this left-hand line. Marked out roughly where it is here as well. So Liam's now going to work on digging it out. There won't be much to come off this end because it slopes down, but there will be a good amount to come out of some of this. We want to end up with the pads at the same sort of level as this, so we want to go down about 8 inches, probably more than that, maybe 12 inches. So we've got a nice thick pad and plenty of scalps underneath as well. For lunch, burger, Crispies, ideal. We'll wait until 12, is that alright? Yeah? Good. We are off to get the boys some lunch. They said they wanted Crispies, a local fish and chip shop which has some of the best fish and chips in the country and have won awards for it. So we'll go there, pick up the fish and chips. One of the other teams is going to be doing some work on the trees at the church, just taking them back off the footpath and doing a hard prune on a couple of very sick looking trees. We'll reevaluate those trees later on in the year or early next year to see what they're doing, but they don't look too healthy as well. So yeah, we can see the other lads as well as pick up some lunch for these guys so they don't get hangry. Are you getting hangry?
First things first.
Yep. Starting the day with something to eat. So the plan today, we got probably 6 tons of soil out yesterday. Plan today is to dig this back another foot, so reasonably close to the fence posts here, all the way down, so that we can then put an oak sleeper retaining wall in here to retain this side of the area, so we don't end up with soil falling onto the shed base or anything like that. So we're going to go and pick up 12 sleepers, oak sleepers from the yard now. We'll dig this back, get some more soil out, and then ideally have the oak sleepers in, all this graded out, all this level by the end of the day, and then hopefully we'll have some scalps in here as well, so that we can get everything formed up, ready to go for the pour. Okay, so for the sleeper retaining wall, just to retain the soil back from the pad, we're going to go and head to the fencing centre now. Got sleepers, but we don't have any postcrete, so the other lads are going to be digging out one more load of stuff, and then by that time we should be back from the fencing centre with about 20 bags of postcrete. Okay, so the plan is we've got this back about as far as we need to get it. Liam's coming in with the digger now, and then he's going to put the smaller bucket on, and he'll cut out sections 2.3 meters apart so that we can install some posts, dig down, get the posts in, which we'll just use sleepers in this case, and then put the sleepers together with them. About 600 down. It's a big sleeper. Yeah. Get plenty of concrete around there, it's not going to be an issue. No. Hi! Yeah, Alright, so we've got these 4 posts in, all nicely in a line. We'll attach sleepers to the front of those so we can retain this and stop any soil and things falling down onto the gravel, which will be between the bank and the concrete pad here. And I've just received word that we've reached 1,000 subscribers. So as you can tell, everyone's really happy. Okay, so we've got the bottom row of sleepers in here. I've countersunk the bolts, so nothing to catch yourself on. The idea is we'll have about 200 mil of gravel between the bottom of the sleeper wall here and the concrete cabin base, so that should all look good and give the client enough room to paint the cabin if required. So the boys will work on that, and we're going to go and do a gutter clearing. Right, so end of day 2. Got all this dug out. This is approximately where the concrete pad's going to be going, so we've got all that marked out really nicely. All this in here is going to be the gravel, so that will provide the drainage. So we're going to dig out a little bit more of this bank tomorrow, get sleepers in here, straight across there. And then the other pad's going in here, so we probably won't need too much retaining on this side. But yeah, we'll continue that along a little bit. So yeah, really good progress. They've also got the form built for that, so all we need is 4 of us here to pick that up, move it over here, and then we can position that properly and stake it in, ready for the pour, ready for the scalps.
So we're back at Parkside today. We've got some 40mm scalps going in for the base. Going to finish off these sleepers. Finish off the sleepers down there today as well. So yeah, we'll get this in, get it nice compacted and ready for pouring. So, finishing up 4:32. Forms are in. Didn't manage to get that done today. Get that done tomorrow. Posts in for the sleepers to go across here. A few more scalps in here tomorrow. Get another form in for another concrete pad for the shed that's there. But this one's in, all whacked. Just got to put some pins in either side to hold it in place when we're pouring the concrete. Peace. Few mil out along this edge, but we'll lift that up when we screw the pegs in. Right, so we're back at Parkside. We've managed to get the last form up. Had to put a sleeper around just to build up this end. We're going to make it look obviously a lot nicer by putting like a sleeper on its end. Going over to create a step when they step into the shed. So yeah, we've got a little ramp coming across here, so from the power floating we can just come straight across onto each pad when we need to. Got some pegs going in all the way around just to hold it in place. We'll get the DPM in and the mesh on the day of the pour. See you then. Life of a concrete chef.
All right, now all the hard work is done. I've arrived on site. We are looking at both the bases here, all looking really good, really tidy. They're all already looking really flat and really smooth, but we'll wait for them to go off and get Kieran to power float them. We've got DPM underneath. That will stop any moisture coming up through and rotting out the bottom of the summer house. We need that because it is a summer house. It's a cabin that's going on this one, and we've got the shed there going onto this one to stop any rotting underneath. If we were just putting a raised decking floor and then building a shed on top of it, we wouldn't need the DPM, wouldn't be an issue. We've also got some mesh in there, and Kieran has spec'd the mix to make sure it's going to work. It's going to be nice and strong. By the time we're finished with this, you should be able to park a truck on it without any issue. Thanks, Kieran.
All right, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Just reinstalling the fence. You know.
Looks beautiful, mate.
Thank you.
She's a bit moist at the moment, but we've got beautiful sunshine. So we're going to give this a little bit of time to dry out. We're going to go and get some breakfast.
Have you not got parking sensors?
Beep, 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 bang!
This morning, look how, honestly,
Yeah, you were sweating.
steaming.
Yeah, well, some people run on. Spot on before, mate.
It's just a little bit better every time.
Yep.
When it gets on, the thing is now, the best trick is now, let it get stiffer, because now I'm not going to affect levels.
Yeah.
Which is the important bit. But if you go across, there. Yeah, look. Perfect.
Hang on, mate.
Very nice.
Hang on. So, you've panned it.
Panned it. I've got to go the other way next time to ensure I'm not making dips on the lines.
Yep.
So I go the opposite way.
Yep.
And then
You get a screw gun now.
what I'll basically do is, as soon as I'm happy with it, if the surface is a lot tighter, basically the pan finish where it's sort of rippled then over the surface, that wants to get almost as tight as this.
Yep.
And then as soon as it's like that, you take the pan off, go on the blades,
Yep.
and then you just do the same process until it's shining, basically.
Yep. So it takes a bit longer, a few more steps, but you just get a much nicer result, which...
Yeah, you get a seamless floor, as they say, and
Yep.
incredibly dense and incredibly smooth.
Yep.
No, it's gonna look nice as well, so, and it's controllable, isn't it?
Yep. Over and above on this one,
Yeah, definitely.
but rather do a bit more than not quite enough.
Exactly. So when the DPM comes off, it should have a smooth finish, rather than if you didn't have the DPM and it was like just on the wood, then you'd have the imprint of wood on the concrete.
Did you then like cut the edge ones off?
It would literally, once the shuttering comes off, the DPM can just come straight off. If you had to put the concrete on the shuttering, you'd have to use a deactivator. If you use diesel, you can use anything like that as a lubricant, but you would always get the input, the wood on the concrete. Yeah, some people don't like it, some people don't mind it.
This is going to have a path against it anyway, so.
Yeah. But at the minute, it's its own floor, so it's independent of everything else. That's what you want. So.
Yep.
What time is it now? Gonna hit it.
3 o'clock now.
3 o'clock. Right, 3:45. 45 minutes. Thing is, the process has started now, and there's wind. This will surprise me. It may, when I'm on blading, I may hit it once, and then if I leave it half an hour, I might have to, you know, not at this sort of size, but I may have to get a bit of water on it. You know, it may just flash really quick. The chemical reaction's so hot underneath that, you know, it won't catch you out, but certainly you got to keep yourself on your toes a little bit. Guys, do you wanna have a little play?
Yeah, go on then. Do not film this, right?
Just remember, if you feel it go, just release that. But up, left, down, right. That's all you got to remember. Down, left.
So it's 8:35 at the concreting job. We've had to cool off because of the weather. Got to a stage where it's pretty good, not the finish we wanted, but you know, the weather is definitely taking its toll, but it will look good and it'll be fine for the cabin to go on.
Like and subscribe.